So we were speaking again about Adam Kadmon, that the light that comes out of the eyes, this red arrow here, that goes through the ear, nose, mouth, gets the strength of creating vessels, and that creates the 10 sefirot of the Nekudim, right? Talking about the Nekudim. So the Keter of the Nekudim is the height of the navel, and the bottom, the Malchut of the Nekudim, is in the height of the feet of Adam Kadmon, right? And we explained that the Keter, Chochma, Bina, which is the first three, they are not so much related to the breakdown, shattering of the vessels. More we're talking about the lower 7. What's the difference? One of the reasons that the top 3 didn't broke down, because they got the light of the ear, the Ora Ozen Elona. Says the upper ear, that so the Keter, the tree, gets more of it, so there's less breakdown. The Chochma and Bina that gets more than the lower 7 but less than the Keter, so they have more within the breakdown, and the lower 7 have more, like basically totally broke down. Okay, but so before I'm explaining exactly which parts got broken in the shattering of the vessels, there's another point that I want to add, and this is that except of the light that came out of the eyes, so we have also light that comes from the navel to the Nekudim. There's light that comes from the Yesod, and there's light that comes from the Tzipornei Raglayim, the nails of the toes of Adam Kadmon. So actually we have 4 ingredients of light within the Nekudim: the light of the eyes, the light of the navel, the light of the Yesod, the light of the that comes of the nails of the toes. Okay, really there is another light that is coming from the pores of the skin. Okay, nukvah.
That's the whole way down.
What?
That's the whole way down.
So all of those different lights are within the spectrum of the Nekudim. Okay?
I'm saying the nukbah. The nukbah is the whole, is mashma going through the whole goof.
Yeah, through the body, yeah. Through the legs.
Through the legs?
We're talking about like from the navel down, so we're talking basically about the legs of Adam Kadmon. Anyhow, so there is, so basically we say that even though it doesn't, like, okay, forget about the like physical structure, just the concept. Okay, so the navel goes to the Keter, the Yesod goes to Abba and Ima, Chochma and Bina, yeah, and then the nails goes to the lower 7. Okay, so far so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now I'll do it here.
What about the nukbah?
Basically it goes all around, but we're not explaining it. Also in the Otzrot Chaim we didn't get to read about it, so I'm just saying that as a side note. Anyhow, okay, so let's put it this way. When we're speaking about the breakdown, so I'll do it in red. When we're speaking about the breakdown, so the lower 7 is total breakdown of panim ve'achor. Okay, the front and back all broke down. Okay, by Abba and Ima, the breakdown is only the back side. The front did not broke down, and the Keter is achorei anai. Okay, just the back side of the Netzach Hod Yesod of the Keter broke down, and not Okay, so again,
What about Keter?
Keter, so the backside of the Netzach Hod Yesod, by Chochma and Bina, all the backside of all of the 10 Sfirot, and by the lower 7, front and back broke down.
You said all the achor of all the 10 sefirot, meaning each, like Chesed has, Chochma has in it the 10 sefirot. That's what you mean?
The backside of 10 Sfirot of Chochma and Bina.
Meaning Chochma has 10 sefirot in it.
Each one of the Sfirot have 10 Sfirot, yes.
So again, the backside of the 10 Sfirot in Keter. Which ones?
The Netzach Hod Yesod,
Netzach Hod Yesod.
or the backside of Keter.
Yeah, and the other ones are Shlemim.
Right.
Okay, fine, and the Chochma Bina.
Chochma Bina is only the backside of them,
Of all of them.
of all of them.
Uh-huh.
And the 7 lower Sfirot is front and back.
Of all of them.
Okay?
When we say the achor of the Nahi broke down, that includes Malchut, right?
The Achor of the Nahi, okay, the Malchut of the Keter is a whole story there. We're not getting into that right now, but you can say that. You can say it includes the Malchut, yeah. Okay, so now,
Which one's the Hey Nun Hey is Netzach? Was it Netzach Chod? What is it? Hey? What's the other Hey?
Hanahi,
Ah,
forget about the Netzach Hod Yesod. Okay, so now I want to go into details about the process of the breakdown. Okay, so the way that that we read it in the Otzrot Chaim, let's put it this way: we have Keter, Chochma, Bina, right? Then we have daat, Chesed, Gevurah, tiferes, Netzach, Hod, Yesod, and Malchut. Okay? Truth of the matter is that I should do like this, because Netzach and Hod are together.
I see.
Okay? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so those 7 that it really starts from daat. Okay, according to the way we learn the Otzrot Chaim, starts from daat, and then Netzach and Hod are together. So we have the count of 7, and we have from daat to Malchut. Okay, and that corresponds to the kings of Edom that are mentioned in the end of Parashat Vayishlach. That it says like that each one of them vayimloch vayamot vayimloch tachtav. Right. So that is the first king, Bela ben Beor. Right, and so each one of them ruled and died, and then the next one is ruling under him. Right. So the Arizal explains that what does it mean that he ruled? That the light came into the vessel. Okay, so so let's do it this way. Each one of them have a vessel. Okay, when the light comes in, it means he rules. So what came in to the vessel of the daat? Okay, 7 lights. 7 lights. Why? Because he's receiving the light of all of the 7 lower ones. Yeah? So because he could not contain all of those lights, got broken. Okay? Now, what the Chesed got? So simply it got only 6 lights, right?
But it kept its own light.
So right, so
That kept the light even though it's broken.
what happened with the light of the daat after the breakdown of the vessel of the daat. So basically we say that the light disappears. Okay, disappears to like above, go back to its source. Okay, there's a whole discussion about it, like what happens with those lights. But I'm saying, like, simply, according to the conclusion of the Rashash in the Otzrot Chaim, the light goes back to the source, which is Bina of Adam Kadmon. But we'll not get into the sugya because it's a very, like, there's a great complexity about it. So we'll leave it for when we'll get to it. Okay, but basically, there's no light of that, so the Chesed is receiving only 6 lights, right? But we learned that addition to the 6 lights that comes to the Chesed, there's also the reshimu, the remnants of the light of the daat. So each one of them is receiving the lights from that point downwards, plus the remnants of the upper lights.
That also had a Roshim? I thought only Chesed had a Roshim.
You're right. I think you're right. I think you're right, but okay. You're right. So I'll say it a little bit differently. I'll say it a little bit differently. That is receiving all the lights of all of the lower ones. So really, here we have 7 sfirot. We're counting Netzach and Hod as one king, and Daat as the first king. Okay. Like I said, it's not so simple. There's other places that we count the first king from Chesed. But I'm saying, like, to make it simple, we just go with the Otzrot Chaim. So that is, even though it's the first king, but the 7 lights that he's receiving belongs to the 7 lower sfirot. Okay, and what I said here about the 6 lights and the remnants of the upper sfira, so that will be from Gevurah. So Gevurah is receiving 6 lights and the remnants of the Chesed. Okay?
Right, 6 lights, 5 lights, no? Gevurah is getting 6 lights, 5 lights.
Okay, so Chesed is receiving 7 lights.
You mean why 7?
Because Netzach and Hod are 2 in that count.
Okay.
Yeah? So he's receiving 7 lights. So what happened in that is he received the 7 lights of the 7 low ones plus his own light. Okay?
So
There's a whole question about if we count the daat to be a sphira. We don't. It's like, I don't want to go to those like side points right now. It's like, it's important side points, but it's not the point that I want to say. So anyhow, there's the 7 lights that comes to the Chesed, right? And then by the Gevurah it will be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. But in the same time, when Gevurah is receiving 6 lights, it's receiving remnants of the Chesed. And when tiferes gets 5 lights, so it gets 2 remnants of the Gevurah, the Chesed and the Gevurah, right? So, yeah, and so on. So in that aspect, basically, everything got to break down. Okay, so all of those vessels broke down. And now the question is, what happened with them when they break down? Okay, so the light breaks the vessels. Yeah, that's clear? The light that comes to them breaks them. They can't contain the light. Okay? Again, there's many reasons that we explain why the like what's the reason of the shattering of the vessels, but that's the simple understanding that the light that comes in breaks them.
So the what's it called, the thing that seems to be breaking, because at the end Malchut, it gets 1 light, Nechora.
Yeah.
So what breaks it? The remnant.
Right.
Light.
Right. Also, it is explaining.
Before, you didn't need the remnant light to break it.
Is explaining that the Malchut, even though it gets only 1 light, but Lemaise is not able to contain even that 1 light, because it got the effect, got the strength from the Malchut of the Nekudim. The Malchut of the Nekudim didn't have light. So because the Malchut of the Nekudim didn't have light, so the Malchut of the Nekudim got broken when it got its light.
Yeah, so you want to draw it?
So really to explain that I have to go back to the Nekudim. So yeah, you want to go back to the Nekudim to explain about the Nekudim?
If you can do, I'm saying it depends how long it takes. Whatever you think. I'm saying if it's important, whatever you think. I don't know. I don't understand what you just said just now.
Okay,
So.
Nekudim. Okay, which is above the navel of Adam Kadmon. So we have inconsistency between the light and the vessels. Okay, so we're starting from the mouth of Adam Kadmon. Okay, so from there we have the vessels: Keter, Chochma, Bina, Chesed, Gevurah, tiferes, netzach, od, yesod, malchut. Right, and by the light that comes in, so it goes, the Keter stays within the mouth of Adam Kadmon. The Chochma is by the vessel of the Keter. The Bina light is in the vessel of the Chochma, right? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So the light of Malchut is in the vessel of the Yesod. And the vessel of the Malchut is empty, right? So because the vessel of the Malchut of the Akudim is empty, so the Malchut of the Nekudim, it got that quality of the vessel of the Malchut of the Akudim, so it doesn't have the capacity.
But so when it went back up,
yeah, you're right.
it received its shlemut. Malchut received its shlemut. You got all the.
You're right. There is also introduction like that. But right now I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the result, the end result of the Akudim by the Akudim when the light comes back. So the light of the Malchut stays in the Yesod, in the vessel of the Yesod. So the vessel of the Malchut stays empty. So because the vessel of the Malchut of the Akudim stayed empty, so the vessel of the Malchut of the Nekudim didn't have the ability to hold its own light. So when the light of the Malchut came to the vessel of the Malchut of the Nekudim, the vessel of the Malchut of the Nekudim broke down. Okay? So basically that's where we got to. Yeah? That's where we got to. So we can continue now with the help of Hashem.
I'm gonna use the. I have more. Anyway, I want to use the time. I want to ask one question, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
When we talked about the Nekudim, we said the highest Nukud is the Keneged Keter. Which Nukudah was that?
Kamas.
Kamatz. And the Kamutz. And the lashon over there is that it's a remes to the Nekudim before they came out, and so really it's a remes to the tamim of the Akudim. This Nukudah. So the Kamatz is referring to the tamim. So it's like, what do you mean it's a Nukudah? Why are you calling it a tamim? And he says the patach is a very nukudah, remes to nukudot, but the kamat is a remes to the tamim.
Because kamas is keter, and tamim is keter.
But we're talking about nukudim now, not akudim.
Okay, but within the nekudim, you have something that is like related to the akudim. Generally, every time we have like a keter of one world.
Yeah.
So it's connected to the upper world. That's a certain quality of Keter.
Mm-hmm.
So also here, the Keter of the lower world of the Nekudim have the relation to the upper world of the Akudim.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel, you have something that you want to ask?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. So we are in the Otzrot Chaim in Perek Vav.